History this afternoon, voting to overturn the Don't Ask, Don't Tell law that prevented open military service by gays and lesbians. The new policy does not go into effect immediately, and opponents of the change fought it to the very end. Whit Johnson is in Washington tonight with the latest. Whit?
Anthony, good evening. Not long ago, it looked like the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell could be left on the floor of this lame duck Congress. But today, the 17-year-old policy fought its last battle in the Senate.
2965 is adopted.
With 65 votes, 8 of them Republican, the Senate voted to end the ban on gays serving openly in the military.
They want to put their lives on the line for our security and our freedom. Does it make any sense to say no to them?
Some have said this is not the time to repeal this policy. And they're right. It should have been done yesterday.
The Democratic argument to strike Don't Ask, Don't Tell got a boost from a recent Pentagon study in which 2/3 of American troops said changing the law would have little impact. Vocal opponents of the bill, led by Senator John McCain, pleaded against making such a dramatic change during 2 wars.
I've heard from thousands of active duty and retired military personnel. I've heard from them. And they're saying, Senator McCain, it isn't broke. And don't fix it.
Today's vote is seen as a major victory for Democrats who are still reeling from a painful November election. The bill cleared the House with a strong majority Wednesday, and President Obama is expected to sign it into law next week. In a statement, the president said, "No longer will many thousands more be asked to live a lie in order to serve the country they love."
Wow, what a day.
A number of those servicemen and women were on hand at the Capitol for the historic moment. More than 13,000 have been kicked out of the military since the law was enacted in 1993. But this afternoon, they got the last word.
Soon we can serve in the military without having to sacrifice our honor, our integrity, without having to lie every day about who we are.
But change won't come overnight. Following the president's signature, the Pentagon will begin an implementation plan followed by a 60-day wait period. The defense secretary has said it could take up to a year before Don't Ask, Don't Tell is officially history. Anthony?